Welcome to United Report, your daily hub for all things Manchester United. From breaking news to transfer talk and match updates, we've got every red covered. If you live and breathe United, hit subscribe and join the family. Glory, glory, Man United.
Benjamin Cesco's Manchester United career has barely begun, but the £74 million striker's debut turned into a nightmare as Ruben Amorim's side crashed out of the League Cup to League Two, Minnows Grimsby Town. A penalty shootout disaster and Amorim's cryptic post-match fury have left fans questioning whether United's bright new project is already unravelling. Summer is yet to pass, but Benjamin Cesco's debut campaign at Manchester United is already showing signs of fracture. The Slovenian, 22, was given his first start in the League Cup second-round clash against Grimsby Town. It proved to be a nightmare first outing as Ruben Amorim's side drew 2-2 with the League Two outfit before losing 12-11 on penalties. The humiliating exit at Blundell Park is not what the striker would have envisaged when he snubbed Newcastle United to join the Red Devils from RB Leipzig in a deal which could be worth as much as £74 million. As well as being unable to beat Town goalkeeper Christy Pym, more alarmingly, Cesco was the 10th player for United to take a penalty in the shootout, with only Andre Onana behind him. While he did convert his spot kick, his placement in the order spoke volumes, as it suggests either he or Amorin was not particularly confident he would score from 12 yards. The defeat to the Mariners is certainly not what Cesco envisaged when he opted against playing Champions League football at St James Park. The young forward said he was looking forward to competing for the biggest trophies in football. When he arrived, he said, "The history of Manchester United is obviously very special, but what really excites me is the future. When we discussed the project, it was clear that everything is in place for this team to continue to grow and compete for the biggest trophies again soon." That hope already appears to be over, as United now only have 2 trophies left to compete for: the Premier League, which does not appear within their grasp anytime soon, and the FA Cup. The forward also said there was a positive buzz at Old Trafford. If there was, last night's result and their poor start to the season would have done plenty to extinguish it, particularly judging by Amorim's words after the match. Cesco added, "From the moment that I arrived, I could feel the positive energy and family environment that the club has created. It is clearly the perfect place to reach my maximum level and fulfill all of my ambitions. I cannot wait to start learning from Ruben Amorim and connecting with my teammates to achieve the success that we all know we are capable of together." If the visible stress on the faces of Amorim and his teammates are anything to go by, then the positive energy Cesco spoke of has evaporated. The future was looking positive after United's respectable showing in their 1-0 home loss to Arsenal. New signings Bryan Mbeumo and Matheus Cunha have looked impressive this season, yet the duo, who cost close to £125 million, both missed in the shootout. Cesco's hopes of learning from Amorim may have also taken a hit, as the Portuguese boss post-match interview suggested the club's consistently poor performances have driven him to the edge. He cryptically said, "I know that the best team won, the only team that was on the pitch. I think the team and the players spoke really loud today. So that's it. We lost, the best team won. I think it was really clear for everybody what happened today. It's not just the space we gave them, but the way we started the game. Without any intensity, we were completely lost. It's hard to explain. That's why I think they spoke really well. I think they gave the response on the pitch today. When you see something that, like today, it's hard to talk."
Kobbie Mainoo, once hailed as the future of Manchester United's midfield, is now considering his Old Trafford exit. The 20-year-old hasn't played a single minute this season under Ruben Amorim, and with Bruno Fernandes, Mason Mount and Manuel Ugarte ahead of him, Mainoo has slipped to 4th choice in midfield. Reports suggest the youngster is open to leaving if the right offer comes in, with Chelsea interested and clubs abroad monitoring the situation. Mainoo's contract runs until 2026, but a standoff over wages and lack of game time could push him out the door. Kobbie Mainoo could consider leaving Manchester United this summer after falling down the pecking order under Ruben Amorim. Mainoo, a graduate of the Red Devils Academy, has seen his options limited this season. The 20-year-old midfielder has twice been named on the bench this season, but has not played a single minute. And it now appears that a lack of minutes could force the youngster to look elsewhere. According to TalkSport, Mainoo would consider quitting Old Trafford should United receive an acceptable offer for his services. Chelsea have previously been linked with a swoop, while the midfielder himself is reportedly open to the prospect of moving abroad. Mainoo has just under 2 years remaining on his contract with United. It was previously thought that Red Devils chiefs were keen on tying him down to a new contract, but there remains a big gap in salary expectations. Mainoo was reportedly looking for around £150,000 per week to sign a new deal, an amount that is unfeasible for United at the current time. Should Mainoo move on, then any fee that the club receives would be considered as pure profit in their PSR calculations for the forthcoming financial year. Asked why he left Mainoo on the bench against Fulham, United boss Amorin revealed that the youngster was now competing with captain Bruno Fernandes. He said, "He's fighting for the position now with Bruno, and I changed 2 midfielders. I let Mason Mount play there because we want to score a goal, and when I changed I felt the team need to return to one holding midfielder near Bruno. So he, Mainoo, just needs to fight for the position with Bruno, as it should be at Manchester United. Sometimes he's going to play with Bruno, but at the moment he's fighting in training with Bruno for the position." Meanwhile, United icon Gary Neville has not ruled out the prospect of Mainoo falling even further down the pecking order in the immediate future. "In central midfield, they have to do a piece of business now," he said on the Gary Neville podcast. "I would have liked to have thought that Mainoo could step up and be that person, but it is quite clear that at this moment in time, Ruben Amorim isn't having him. He starts with Casemiro and Bruno Fernandes, he then puts Mason Mount back in there, and he then brings Ugarte on in front of him. That tells you he is almost 4th choice, really. That means they are going to have to get something sorted, because it is going to be a problem. The 2 in there really do get exposed when the front 3 are a little bit higher, and the back 5 sometimes get pushed back a bit. Those acres of space seem to open up a bit. I think Bruno Fernandes is part of that in there, and he is going to have to sort it out. I think Man United will have to get a goalkeeper and look at getting a central midfield player. Manchester United have spent big this summer, building a superstar front 3 with Benjamin Cesco, Matheus Cunha and Bryan Mbeumo. But in going all-out attack, the Red Devils may have broken the one player they could least afford to lose, captain Bruno Fernandes. Once the heartbeat of the team, Fernandes now looks lost in Ruben Amorim's system. Pushed deeper into midfield, carrying Casemiro's defensive workload, and even missing from the penalty spot, Bruno's effectiveness has dropped dramatically. United's midfield looks unbalanced, their goalkeeper situation is shaky, and fans are asking, have United sacrificed their captain for a dream front line? Bruno Fernandes was United's saviour last season, and the last player they needed to fix because he delivered goals, assists, and made the whole team tick. But now, Fernandes looks lost in United's new-look lineup as the game passes him by, and his effectiveness has waned in Ruben Amorim's team. United have bought themselves a superstar front 3 with Benjamin Cesco, Matheus Cunha and Bryan Mbeumo. They have invested heavily and gone all-out attack. There are exciting signs with Cunha already embracing the United number 10 shirt and looking like an exciting maverick. Mbeumo has talent, skill and vision, while Cesco costs £73 million, and when he is finally fit to start, has got so many qualities as a classic number 9. But there can be no doubt that United's cavalier approach on the pitch and in the transfer market is having such an effect on their main man and captain. Fernandes will clearly be expected to slot back into a deeper midfield role. And, in Sunday's draw at Fulham, he was expected to do all the running too, because Casemiro's legs cannot carry him as far as they used to. Even worse, Casemiro always looks like he is a red card waiting to happen, as he was hooked in the second half because he was on a booking. His replacement, Manuel Ugarte, clearly has not done enough to convince United boss Amorim that he is the answer either, and they just do not have that quality in midfield. Clearly, all of Fernandes' failings were brought into sharper focus by the fact that he sent a penalty sailing over the bar, and a few fingers have been pointed at the midfield for not tracking runs on Emile Smith-Rowe's equaliser. United have a problem of their own making, and to make it out of last season's best player is, well, just typical United. Now the squad looks unbalanced, and they only have a week to fix it. They are crying out for a midfield general who arguably could make it work with Fernandes in a deeper role if that is what is needed. But like with many things, United went for broken attack and then neglected other key but obvious areas like in midfield and with the keeper. It is baffling as to why United did not go for someone like João Palhinha, who joined Tottenham because he was surplus to requirements at Bayern Munich. Palhinha is on a season-long loan with a view to a permanent £26 million switch. When United have spent all their dough up front, that would have been just perfect. They are also scrambling around for a new keeper because all of their current options are not good enough. At least they have fixed their forward line and made the supporters' dream. When all three are fit and ready to start together, they will take some stopping. But it will have to be a case of them scoring one more than the opposition, because at this rate, the midfield will not offer the defence any protection, and the keeper already looks exposed. Meanwhile, they are not getting the best out of their main man in Fernandes.